The cameras flashed. The crowd froze. She stepped onto the iconic stairs in this magical red Valentino gown. And just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession. But it was a fleeting moment because she vanished from the event, never to return.
Which is wild.
Right. Welcome to Starscope Report. Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals.
Yeah, from red carpet surprises to, social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
Exactly. And today's deep dive is investigating a headline that has been, honestly, making waves everywhere. We're looking at why Hollywood's most beloved woman is banned from the Met Gala.
Or at least why everyone thinks she is.
Right. We've got this massive stack of sources today. We're pulling from Vogue, The List, and even international pop culture updates from Promi Flash, just to really figure out why the stars we love most are treating this ultimate golden ticket like a beautiful nightmare.
It really is a beautiful nightmare. We're going to unpack these rumors surrounding Jennifer Garner, dive into the hidden misery of fashion's biggest night that has A-listers literally fleeing.
Fleeing in yellow cabs, no less.
Exactly. And then we'll finally reveal who is actually banned from the Met Gala and why billionaires are sparking massive 2026 boycotts.
Yes. So I want you, the listener, to just imagine for a second. Imagine being handed a golden ticket to the most exclusive party on Earth, only to realize it might be an absolute torture chamber.
A very, very expensive torture chamber.
Exactly. So let's start with Jennifer Garner, because the headline alone, Jennifer Garner's one and only Met Gala, and the rumors of a ban, it's such a wild concept on its face.
It really is. I mean, we are talking about the ultimate girl's girl of Hollywood.
Really?
But to understand why this ban rumor gained so much traction, you kind of have to look at her actual relationship with high fashion leading up to that one night. She's always been the star who, openly admits she prefers jeans and sneakers.
Oh, yeah. The relatable queen.
Right. Her heart was never really in that cutthroat fashion game. And frankly, before that Met Gala, the structural mechanics of high fashion completely failed her on the red carpet.
They absolutely did. I mean, look at the history here. You have that drab, oversized suit at the 2000 Scream 3 premiere.
Oh, that was rough.
And then the chunky knee-high boots at the 2002 Beat the Odds Awards. Like, what was happening there?
Yeah, it wasn't just a matter of picking the wrong color either. It was this fundamental clash between her natural dynamic presence and the rigid architecture they kept putting her in.
Right, like the 2005 SAG Award.
Exactly. She wore that boxy champagne gown. The construction was just deeply flawed for her frame.
Wow.
It had this heavy, unfinished silhouette that when you force an athletic, vibrant person into a static shape, it just erases them.
She wasn't wearing the dress.
No, she was hiding inside it.
Yeah. And then the 2007 Juno premiere.
Yeah.
Which was just a masterclass in functional failure.
Oh my gosh, that strapless dress.
It was this strapless mini dress with a massive balloon skirt. The sheer volume of it added so much bulk that the fabric looked crumpled just from her walking.
She spent the entire red carpet fighting that garment.
Yeah.
You can't project confidence when you're locked in a physical battle with your own clothing,
Totally. But then, May 2007, the Met Gala.
The turning point.
The theme is Poiret, king of fashion. And she stuns the crowd. She attends as the iconic designer Valentino's date, wearing this flawless, backless red Valentino gown.
And it was a triumph because it finally allowed her natural grace to dictate the movement. She looked majestic.
It was her ultimate fashion triumph.
Yeah.
And then she completely walks away. 18 years passed, not a single appearance.
Which brings us to the recent explosion of the ban rumors.
Right. So we found this detailed in a German report from Promi Flash. Basically, Anna Wintour is stepping down as Vogue America editor-in-chief after 37 years.
Huge news on its own.
It's massive. So Jennifer Garner goes on Instagram and makes this hilarious self-aware joke. She jokes about taking over the role, basically channeling Jenna Rink from 13 going on 30.
Right. Her character who worked at a fashion magazine. It was a great piece of internet nostalgia.
It really was. But the clickbait machine just took it and ran. They combined this joke with her 18-year absence, and suddenly the rumor mill says she's permanently banned by Anna Wintour.
Which is just a total myth. We have to debunk this right now. There is no ban. Garner simply found the event, in her own words, a little scary.
A little scary. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, she just drew a boundary and chose never to go back. And she even joked later on Instagram about the logistical nightmare of it all. She posted about the dress and said, "You will never appreciate using the bathroom alone until you've been sewn into a dress."
And that That is horrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's not a metaphor.
No, it is literal. You are physically stitched into the architecture. You lose basic bodily autonomy.
Exactly. I always say this. I look at those couture dresses on the Met Gala steps, and to me, they aren't clothes.
What are they?
They're beautiful suits of armor. Like, they look majestic, but the person inside is trapped. They can't eat, they can't breathe, they can't even use the restroom without a whole team of handlers.
It's the ultimate immobilization by glamour.
So Jennifer opted out on her own terms.
Yeah.
But they're actually IS, a beloved celebrity who was strictly banned by Anna Wintour.
Oh, there is, and it's a juicy one.
And the reason involves 5 flights of stairs and 2 burly bodyguards. But wait till you hear what came next, because before we get to that drama, we need to talk about the $100,000 ticket to misery.
Yes, the ultimate jerk parade, as it's been called.
Because Garner's discomfort. That is actually the baseline experience for almost everyone in that room. Let's talk about the logistics here. In 2026, a single ticket costs $100,000.
Wow. Which is up from $75,000 in 2024.
Insane. And a table costs $350,000. You'd think that kind of money buys you comfort.
You would assume so, right? But despite that price tag, you don't even get a +1, not unless your date is equally famous.
Right. And spouses are intentionally seated apart.
Yeah, former Vogue assistants have confirmed this. They separate couples to force networking. They want social friction. They want the tech CEO sitting next to the pop star.
It's basically a human terrarium. And the complaints from these massive stars are just wild. I mean, Tina Fey, she dragged her husband along in 2010.
Oh, yeah. And she got in trouble for it.
She did. And she later went on TV and dubbed the whole event a jerk parade. She said everyone you'd ever want to punch is in that one room.
Which is such a vivid image. And she's not alone. Regé-Jean Page and Ben Platt both reported feeling, utterly lost. They were just desperately searching the room for a familiar face.
Yeah, being surrounded by the most famous people on earth and feeling completely alone. And then Gwyneth Paltrow in 2013, she complained it was boiling hot, way too crowded, and just unfun.
Unfun for $100,000.
Exactly. But the musicians, they really spilled the tea. Lizzo vented on Instagram Live in 2022.
Oh, I remember this.
She was sweating in this impossibly heavy corset, standing in these long lines, no chairs anywhere, and she literally had to argue with a stingy bartender just to get some tequila.
Imagine paying that much and arguing for a drink. And SCA, in that same year, had an even worse time. She suffered intense anxiety.
Yeah.
She hated her outfit. She actually snuck out of the event to catch a yellow cab, and she compared herself to a dirty Cinderella.
A dirty Cinderella fleeing the Met Gala. I mean, psychologically, what is going on here?
Well, looking at the sources, Dr. Kelly Vincent breaks this down perfectly. It's called anticipatory anxiety.
Okay, tell me more.
So these massive stars are used to highly structured, scripted environments, right? Movie sets, stadium tours, they are always in control.
Right. There are tape marks on the floor, people telling where to stand.
Exactly. But throwing them into this unscripted, high-stakes, hyper-scrutinized room, it strips all that away. It triggers massive vulnerability.
But wait a minute. If it's such a miserable, anxiety-inducing nightmare, why do people like Gwyneth Paltrow, Lizzo, and Billie Eilish keep going back year after year?
It's all about the math. Modern fame is driven by something called media impact value.
Media impact value.
Yeah. Brands and celebrities generate an estimated $1.4 billion in free advertising from this one night. Every TikTok, every reel, every photo. You might hate the party, but you cannot afford to miss that level of global visibility.
Wow. So they just suffer through it for the exposure. Hey, by the way, if you're loving these Hollywood twists and getting the real story behind the velvet ropes, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
Absolutely.
Because you think complaining about the bartender is bad. Later in this deep dive, we'll talk about the shocking 2026 twist nobody saw coming, a massive billionaire boycott.
Yes, but first we have to clear up that band we teased earlier, the real band list.
Right. So we know it isn't Jennifer Garner. The person who's actually banned by Anna Wintour is Tim Gunn.
Tim Gunn from Project Runway.
The Make It Work guy? I couldn't believe this when I read it.
It's so funny because he's so mild-mannered. But he sparked an open war with Anna Wintour back in 2016.
Okay, set the scene. What happened?
He was doing an interview with E! News, and they asked him what the most unforgettable thing he'd ever seen in fashion was.
A pretty standard question.
Very standard. And without hesitating, he said it was watching Anna Wintour being carried down 5 flights of stairs by 2 massive bodyguards.
Oh my God. Just physically carried.
Yes, down the stairs. And he refused to retract the statement when Vogue's PR team came after him. He said he saw it with his own eyes. And for breaking that illusion of, effortless grace, he was strictly banned.
Wow. You do not cross the editor-in-chief. But honestly, the power dynamic of the Met Gala is shifting so much now. It used to be about the fear of getting banned. Now the stars are the ones boycotting.
The guests are holding the power now. It's wild.
It really is. And the Met Gala has become this massive flashpoint for ideological boycotts.
Yeah, it didn't used to be this political. Like, historically, in 2009, you had supermodels like Naomi Campbell, Linda Evangelista, and Stephanie Seymour boycotting.
But that was an insider thing.
Exactly. They boycotted to support Azzedine Alaïa, a designer who felt snubbed by the museum. It was fashion drama.
But then, jump to 2021, AOC wears the tax the rich dress.
Right.
And strictly looking at the facts from the Wikipedia source here, it sparked a massive controversy across the entire political spectrum. It completely shifted the focus from fashion to wealth inequality. And the House Committee on Ethics even had to review how the ticket and dress were procured.
It shattered the bubble. The real world broke into the fantasy.
Which brings us to the 2026 gala. The theme is costume art. But nobody's talking about the art.
No, because they are facing intense backlash. Jeff and Lauren Sanchez Bezos spent an 8-figure sum to co-sponsor the event.
Tens of millions of dollars, just to put their name on it.
And in response, activist groups are plastering Manhattan with protest signs. They are calling for a massive boycott.
And it's working on the A-list, too. Megastars like Zendaya are reportedly refusing to attend. And Meryl Streep, who is Vogue's ultimate white whale, she firmly rejected her invitation.
There's such a meta layer to Meryl Streep saying no, too. She's literally playing a fictionalized Anna Wintour right now in the Devil Wears Prada sequel while boycotting the real Anna Wintour's event.
It's poetry. But why is it escalating to this level?
Well, you have to synthesize how much this event has mutated. In 1948, it was a $50 local charity dinner.
$50.
$50. Today, it's a $1.4 billion media juggernaut. It has become a glaring microcosm of global wealth inequality.
There is this vivid comparison from USA Today columnist Nicole Russell in our sources. She compared the modern Met Gala to the Capitol in the Hunger Games.
Oh, that is spot on.
Right. You have these incredibly wealthy elites parading in extravagant costumes while the rest of the world struggles with poverty and inflation. When you look at it that way, a billionaire dropping $20 million on a party doesn't look like charity.
No, it looks tone deaf.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next, because we are wrapping up with a really provocative thought here.
Yeah, I want listeners to think about the democratization of fame right now. We now have TikTokers and influencers walking the exact same carpet as legacy billionaires and Oscar winners.
Which changes the whole vibe of the room.
It really does. If traditional, beloved A-listers like Jennifer Garner are walking away because of the physical misery, and icons like Meryl Streep are walking away on principle, what's left?
Is the Met Gala losing its exclusive artistic allure?
Exactly. Is it simply evolving into a high-budget costume party for the internet age? A content farm?
That is the perfect question to leave you with. Let that marinate. You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.